Hi, we're Team Echo, and our project was to create an app for pediatric nurses in Myanmar. Our goals were to produce a calculator to graph pediatric early warning system scores, as well as a calculator for drug dosages and a section for educational materials and videos.
Our main technical challenges were developing for both Android and iOS, connectivity between devices, as we were told that Wi Fi and any kind of internet or centralized system was not available, and we can't assume the computer literacy of the user base.
Since we needed to support both Android and iOS, we used the Flutter toolkit. This allowed us to build slick UIs but required us to program in Dart, which the majority of our logic ended up being written in. This wasn't a complete solution as not all the system APIs were exposed, so there is a small portion of our code written in Kotlin for Android and Swift for iOS. We use Bluetooth Low Energy to connect nearby devices. The app will send patient data in the background without user input to ensure that graphs stored on a patient are up to date when other devices add new readings. This has very low power usage and doesn't require any mobile data, which may be limited, or Wi-Fi connectivity, which may not be available.
We always made sure that the app would look like something from any other app, and if it was a section which wasn't able to be put like that, it would look like existing medical charts, which the nurses would be familiar with.
So if we go to the patients list, we can see all of our current patients. Immediately, we can see their most recent recorded condition, which is indicated by a Pew score. We're now going to calculate a new Pew score, and we can just fill in one field if that's the only thing we have at the time, but we will be told that this will not give us an accurate score. So in this case, we're going to choose to go back and fill in all of the fields. Okay, so we can see a Pew score of 6, and we're going to choose to submit that. And we're told how to escalate patient care. We can now see this is reflected in a graph where we can monitor the patient's state over time for all the different attributes that make up a Pew score. If the patient needs medication, we can calculate this. We can calculate that they need 2.6 millilitres. And all of these units are changeable, so the nurses don't have to do any calculation themselves to avoid error. There's also an education section, which allows nurses to access educational material, including images and Burmese text, as well as videos, which will include educational videos which can be uploaded using a server, which will also be demonstrated.
In this video I will show you how the Bluetooth network works. We have three devices, one being the server. The server currently has 3 patients in it, while the 2 phones don't have any patient in it. Let's start by creating a new patient on the first phone. We can see that the patient was added and we also got the updates from the server. Let's continue by creating another patient on the second phone. What we need to do now is to wait for the server to send the updates to the second phone. After some time, the server sends the update to the second phone, and the second phone now has all the patients from the server and also from the first phone.
The backend is written in Rust using the Rocket framework. After logging in, you can edit text documents or create your own. You can set a title and a category from the pre-existing set, and you can also upload images. You can also edit videos, playing existing ones, or uploading your own. And if you're an administrator, you can edit the hospitals or edit users as well, setting their passwords.